Hey everybody, it's Mark with Mark's Home Hobbies. How's everybody doing? I'm doing just fine. Yeah, what you're looking at there is a collection of 1/64th cars, scale cars, and one 1/76 scale car that supposedly can be converted by flipping the axle holders into the back position to work with a 1/64th scale car, even though it's 1/76, according to what I hear and read. This is a 1/64th scale car. This is a 1/64th scale car. Neither one of them fit on there so good. You can see right there. I'll just drop that body on there real quick. You can see how it looks. And not really close. Let's see. This one here has wheels underneath, but you can kind of get the picture from just looking at it right here. If I line it up, that one lines up pretty good actually, but if you look at it from the top, that one is much wider. So yeah, if you put it underneath there, the wheels are going to be way underneath. So I don't know what kind of body they're putting on there to accomplish that conversion of the scale there for the little Dodge Challenger car there. I just received that one in the mail, so I was just playing around with it and seeing what I could do, make it cool like they say. But I don't know, they need to give you more information on which cars that will work with. Apparently people at Shenzhen New Stone, I think it is, yeah, anyway, SNT. It's a great car though. Okay, that's the first issue I wanted to deal with. Anyways, hi, how's everybody doing again? Hope everybody's doing fine in the new year here. Just down in the shop, I had a subscriber request for more information on the sound tower here using the ESS Plus One. So what we're going to do here is open the hood, show you how that works. My lighting is not the greatest in here, but that's what it kind of looks like in the inside. Now, fortunately for the person who asked me, I don't have your name right offhand, but thanks for subscribing and asking, by the way. Happy to oblige most times to do a video, even though video takes a little time to do, so I have to break some time loose out of the day to do this type of thing. Here's the old speed control that I was talking about, and the on and off switch for it. And let's just pull this out. I don't want to touch any wires or anything, but that's just the standard. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus in on it. Oh, it's upside down. Get that right side up for you there. Yeah, Turbo Racing 4-channel receiver that comes with the P32-8, the one that has the 16 model memory. Costs about $30 or something like that for the radio. You can get them on Amazon. Comes with a receiver. The one for 40 or so bucks that they sell, the model, if you click on the different selections, there's one that has a gyro that's built right into the receiver, which would be nice to have if you plan on using that receiver for something else besides, like in another car, bigger car, or whatever, small car. If you plan on using it for something else besides an application like this, probably want to get that one because it's cheaper and works better. Also inside of here is, let's see if we can pull the rest of this stuff out of here one-handed. That's in there. 480 milliamp hour, 25C 2-cell battery. Because with this unit, more cells you have, the louder it is. I don't need anything more than 2. And then in here is the ESS unit. Now I have to take this out because I'm going to be reprogramming this unit. Yeah, this is the ESS 1 Plus. And sorry about that. I got things flying all over the place here. Okay, all right. Turn off this fan here. All right, that's better, more quieter. As you can see, there's a flip top case, just a piece of tape, you know, on there to make the hinge. It's made out of that little thin wood. Yeah, I don't know. It's like 1/8" plywood or something like that. Anyway, this is a nice little unit, this ESS, and you can just disattach it from all this stuff. You can unplug it right here. And yeah, it's no big deal to plug it in, really. It just has a couple connections, you know, servo connection. And that goes into your speed control. And then the motor wires, you're not really even using them. So I got them taped off. Yeah, because you don't even need to connect anything to those, you know. Well, I don't even have that one taped off, do I? I better cut that off so I don't get any explosions inside of there. I was probably in a hurry when I did that anyway. So as long as you got one of them taped off, I guess you'd be okay. Yeah, and then the on and off switch, use that to turn the whole function on. So if I was to turn it on right now, and since there's no radio on right now, let's see, maybe we could turn this radio on here, and it would work with this one, I don't know. No, that one's not on the same channel. I could bind it and all that, but it's set up for the other system right now, for the drift car. What I want to do is set it up for this car right here. So that's a different, going to be a different transmitter. Actually, it's going to be the same one. I should just go get that radio. Let me go get that. Be right back. All right, now let's see if it works. Got to turn it on, I think. That's how that works. Now, if I press that button, that turns it off. What you hear in that horn is the low battery alarm. So you're hearing it's got a low battery right there. So it's another sound. You can have, let me just get rid of this. Yeah, you can have up to 2 sounds. That's an annoying feature. You can turn it off if you want to hook it up to the computer and turn that off. I kind of like that it's on there, though, because then when it starts doing that, you know your battery's getting low. You can turn it off then, so you don't flat your battery all the way out. So it's actually kind of nice, but I could probably go in there in the settings somehow and turn the volume down somewhat or something, but I'll just live with it for right now because I know the battery's low. I need to charge it. Plus, the battery's not so great on this one either, but it's got enough, so... but anyway, that's how this works. Short of showing you how the USB interface hooks up, which is just one of these wires here, you got to just disconnect this and connect the little. They give you the little USB dongle that you'll plug into your computer, and you install the driver from their website, and then you can choose from a bunch of sounds, and then you download the sound, and then you install it into the machine. So you can install it into slot 1 or slot 2. Inside of this machine right here using the little interface. I'll probably do another video on that at some point in time showing how that works. It's pretty neat. Other people have probably showed it already, so if you just searched out, you know, ESS1 Plus on YouTube, you could probably find someone that's showing the computer interface for it. But yeah, if I get enough requests, maybe I'll do it, you know. But anyhow, just know that you can change the engine sounds, and there's a lot of different sounds. There's sounds, 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, 8-cylinder, 10, 12. There's diesel, there's rock crawlers, there's, I think there's even airplanes too. I could be wrong, but I think there's ESS makes a model like this that's for airplanes. So I don't know if it's the same sound format or not, but yeah, something like that. Anyhow, yeah, so it's really not hard to hook up, just got to have a receiver. You got to have a speed control, a battery, and that's how you do it. It's really, I could disconnect it and show you how to plug all the wires in, but it's not really hard. You just got a car speed controller, hooked up to your battery pack. And then the servo wire from that just plugs right into the Y harness for this, and then the other wire plugs into the receiver into the throttle socket, and that's it. You just turn the switch on and it turns on. And as long as this receiver is bound to whatever radio, this extra receiver is bound to the same radio as that you're going to use for your car, then you'll have motor noise coming out of this box wherever it's sitting. So you could mount this box in your car if you had a 1/10 scale car or something and you wanted to mount that up. That's the way that's designed, but it's pretty heavy for anything less than a 1/10 scale car. So I bought it just using it for the purpose of doing this for these little cars. And I may even get another one like that because it's pretty neat. And I'd like to have a couple of them set up so with different receivers already in there, all Y-corded into each other. That way I wouldn't have to switch receivers. All the receivers would be on at the same time, but if you got a nice sized battery in there, it's not going to hurt anything to have a couple receivers flowing at the same time. They don't use much current. Yeah, but I just thought I'd make this video because somebody asked, about it, and this is how this radio is. You can see it's a little different. It's got a 16 channels of memory in there for different models. And it's digital, and the nice thing is it operates all the channels that these little cars have in terms of the lights and the extra functions. Some of them have gyros, things like that on there. Well, this radio can do it all basically, and you got 16 different channels to use it. So well worth the money, and plus you're going to use the receiver anyways there. So turn that guy off. You're going to use the receiver for this system anyhow, so you get two advantages. One, you can control all your turbo racing cars because I have a few. So I have 2 drifters and I have 2 of these now. And the other radio is compatible between all the different cars. You just have to bind it using the binding clip that they give you with the car. And you get a radio like this with it, which is just, I put the 2 together so you can see what the difference is. Really not much difference. It's basically the same radio except that they've replaced the analog. Oh wow, that's bad light. They've replaced the analog portion of it right here with the digital portion right here. So that's how that works. And well, the battery holder is a slightly different one. But basically the same kind of function, you get out of this. This is actually not a bad little radio either. The one that they give you, not bad at all. Nothing wrong with it. I just have, when you get, what I did was I bought the original 2 cars and they had 2 radios with it. Then I wanted this, so I got that and I set that all up. So I had this radio sitting there then. Then I bought 2 of those right there. I bought the original 2 drifters, and then I bought 2 of these right here with just the car only. You can order them if you don't know that. You can just order the car only. So once you have the original radio, for the cars, any cars, you could have the little Mini Cooper or whatever, as long as it's got all the controls on there. If you order the gyro car, you got to have the gyro controls. So. But anyway, yeah, you can just order the cars. These are, I believe, $48 a piece. I bought 2. I bought a black Dodge Challenger and a red one. And they were only $48 a piece with the from AliExpress. And now, I don't encourage anybody to use that place, but if you have to, I mean, they have some good deals, but you got to watch what you're doing, and you got to, make sure that you watch what credit card you use or something. Don't put it on one of your good cards. Do that, and you'll save some money at times. Yeah, so I bought 2 of those just so I can run the faster track. I'll show you the faster track out here. And you can see there's a faster track right here. Oh, sorry about that. I'm setting up some audio equipment here. Making a mixer desk. I'll do a video on that too. Yeah, so this is the big track. And the way I got it set up for the Dodge Challengers is they can go around the outside here, like the NASCAR track, or they can kind of duck in here, kind of shoot out there and come over here. Whatever they feel like doing, basically. I can put up some barriers over there and barriers over there or wherever I want. All these are just like little barrier strips, and they're various lengths. So I can just move them around wherever I want them and form the track however I want to form it. So I think for the time being, for the start, till we get used to them, we'll just run them as an oval, and we'll see how fast we can get them going like that, and we'll set up a timing system so we can compare times. Put it over there on the big screen. And we could sit back over here and kind of have a little race pit where we control everything, and maybe I'll do a little race cast or something like that. I don't know. I've been thinking about trying to go live one of these days, so maybe I'll try that anyhow. Yeah, and there's the rest of the good stuff over there. A little keyboard over here. There's the racetrack, mountain climbing section of it. Yep. So, yeah, we're just down here doing some work, and I figured I'd show that. I had a subscriber ask to see that unit, so I was going to charge it up and hook it up to the computer and do some work. I'll be sure and film that computer work, because I know as soon as I don't, somebody will ask me for it. So, and this is just it's like, I think it's Windows 7 on there or something. I don't know, it's not a real new one. It might be Windows 10. It might have updated, yeah. I think it's like Windows 10 on there. And it's, just a little PC, one of those mini Lenovo ones. And you just hook up the USB thing to it, and you're going to be in like Flynn. Tell you, get this set up here, you won't be disappointed. It's very technical. There's a lot of adjustments and a lot of controls, and if you're into tweaking things, you're going to be real happy, because there's a lot of settings that you can set. And yeah, I know I haven't even scraped the surface of what to set. I just wanted to get a 6-cylinder noise on there and a 4-cylinder, basically, for the for the Japanese cars, for the drifting. Now I want to get a 4-cylinder, which sounds really good, and I want to get a V8 Hemi if they have it. I'm hoping that they have it. So that would really sound good, on the Dodge Challenger. And then if that sounds real, real good, if you got one and you got another car, you got to get 2. So, yeah. Man, there's always something, You want to play right, you got to pay. That's what it is. You want to play, you got to pay. So, yeah, they nickel and dime you on this stuff, but I could do whole nother videos on, just these little cars alone. Just this one right here. This is technical marvel, really it is. You could lose a part very, very easily if you don't watch what you're doing when you're working on these cars. Let me tell you, I've had it apart to clean it and just to get familiar with it, and yeah, those little tiny parts, they leap right out of that thing. And if you're not watching, they're going to leap right out of there. Like over there, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a part right over there. Can you see it? I pointed out to you. It's right there. Let's zoom in on it a little bit. Yeah, that's a screw over there. That's how minute those parts are. I mean, if I zoom out, you can't even see it. Yeah, so be careful. I just thought I would show you that, because that's how small those parts are. So, make sure that you're keeping track of them. If you take one of these things apart, really no need to, unless the only reason I did it was because I switched the wheels around, like they said, for 1/64th from 176, which this is. Now it's 1/64th. Supposedly, I moved the axle holders back to the back position, which entails taking the whole top half of the car off and almost losing all the little springs and little plastic pieces falling all over the part, and an hour and a half full of frustration and anger, until I finally was able to move my hand steady enough in a let's just say way that was small enough, causing small enough errors to where it didn't all fly apart, and I was able to put it back together again, and she runs just fine, all except for the wheelbase is now longer, and I can't find a body to fit on it. So yeah, there's that. So I may just have to take it back apart again, and this time, since I know what I'm doing more, it's not going to be so bad, and change it back and put that body back onto it, just so I can run it until I find another body that is 41 millimeters wheelbase. Okay, if it's 1/64th, it has to be 41 millimeters. Trust me on this. And it has to be 21.4 millimeters in order to fit on the width. Yeah, 41 on the wheelbase from center to center, 21.4 on the width. It's the width of the chassis. So if you're going to do the modifications, that's what you need to have, a body. And these ones, these Racing Champions Hot Wheels, this is a Hot Wheels RC car, they don't work. Too big, too wide, too long. Not really 1/64th scale, I guess. I don't know if what these guys are saying is true. 1/76. If you flip the axles over that way, it's 1/76. If you flip the holder that way, it's 1/64th. That's what they say. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Anybody has any questions or whatever, feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to subscribe if you like this kind of comment and you like this kind of material here. Showing how people do RC stuff. Leave a like, give me a thumbs up. You'll never see you again. Just do it out of kindness to me. Help me and my stray kitties out, okay? We all appreciate it. The kitties got to stay warm. It's going to be cold the next few days, so give us a like, give us a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Stay warm if you're in the Midwest. It's going to get cold. And this is Mark with Mark's Home Hobbies. See you in the next one. Have a great day.